Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday night. I think it's like what time? About to be 10. All right, cool. So about an hour and a half. We'll see. Let's get this show started. All right, we got that. Um. Okay. Okay. Let me see something. Gotcha. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. 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 Oh, shit.
Alright, man. Yeah, yo la que vamos. Yo no.
What you care about?
Director. Me and you.
What?
That's it.
What you say?
I said, how was work, man?
Chilling. Had a meeting with the boss.
What happened there?
They were just asking me to reach out to them, see how I feel. I love the job and I love being a team player and I love being,
Okay.
selected and still given this great opportunity to, be working, amongst
Okay.
my bosses and my peers, my coworkers.
Okay.
So, and then I just noted, certain things that maybe could work. So like, there's a program that's called Dormacaba, and long story short, because I'm live right now, but long story short, proposed something that would work, and he
Okay.
said that it's not a bad idea, and that, and then I basically
What was
told
that?
him, well, I can't say it, so I'll tell you after. Um, and basically, oh, and then basically, after the Domakawa situation,
Right.
I told them about that. Guys, it has to be organized so that we can go exactly to where the parts are at and that we need it just to fix the initial.
Right, right.
And I volunteer basically to do it like around June, July. If there's not a lot of work orders that I start organizing, and I took a bunch of pictures, so I'm gonna do the before and after.
Mm-hmm. As long as they're willing to, hear you out because, you're in the front line. That's like us. We're in the front lines, but we don't get seen. Almost like the first responders. But we have to remain there and do a good job because at the end of the day, it's not what comes in, it's what goes out. You get it? So if you got stuff coming in and they're going out worse than what they came in, that's not good. You're not building a good foundation. You're not building a good trust with your local neighborhood, and you're not. So the best thing to do in that situation is say, hey, listen, what can we do to help the situation to where it's less stress on these guys? Because there's the one in the front line. We just
No,
receive the customers,
and it
give them
was
the work. They
it was
have to
just
be able to work sufficiently fast, so we gotta help them.
It's just
The manager got everybody doing extra shit. Guys that are just there to drive or thought they were just gonna go there to drive are the ones actually picking the drive. You know, there's like these are things that they have to do, almost like they thought it was just, oh, I gotta just take somebody. Well, if they don't put me to go do something, then I'm just not gonna do it, and I'm gonna just be here on my phone. So it's to the point. These are young kids, man. These kids are maybe like, I'm gonna say a good 24, 25, getting well over like 60 to 70,000 a year. Start, you know, within a year, quick of working there. You know,
Mhm.
think about it, and that's pretty good if you think about it. You know, because if you look at the aspect of it, that's in a year. Imagine in 5, imagine 10, 20 years. You know, with experience comes knowledge,
Yeah, because I
and
sat
that's what
down
they
and
pay.
talked to my boss, and I'm like, listen,
I
some
just don't
some
understand.
some workers are gonna take tomorrow,
Okay. What's the problem?
Find me a rat.
That's the problem. You see how you are,
Well,
okay, a
no,
worker is gonna take time.
no, no,
I
no,
know this. You don't
no,
have to tell
no,
me that.
no. I know, but I gave him an example. Like, listen, so like a spackle and all that takes time, but there's steps to it. So as long as you do the spackling and you do everything, ahead of time, everything, with time, already done. Yeah.
Right,
But
right,
then I
right,
tell
right.
him, like, all right, so now let's give you an example, like an electrical situation. You don't want to rush to get the work order done, and then end up, maybe destroying or frying a panel. That now you have to change that. You get me? Because that happens. It's just if you rush through things. You get me? So at the end of the day, I go and I'm like, if that takes an hour, obviously it's just figuring out troubleshooting, doing all the steps necessary so you figure out you're like, alright, this is not working, I'm gonna try this. You get me? And then once you learn it, now you have time, you have experience. So say next time that same situation happens to a different apartment, you're already knowledge of the work that you did, right? So now you're just gonna use it, and that shouldn't take you an hour. Now it should take you like maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, just to make sure you're doing it right.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm like, at the end of the day, the job, everything's gonna come, and I'm gonna learn. I don't know it all. That's what I'm like that. Like, I'm more like, I want to know how to do it, but then I could be experienced about it, and then not ask for help when there's something that I know how to do. Now there's something new that I don't know how to do, then someone ask for help.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm basically kissing ass and at the same time being good. Like, hey, I don't know it all, but with time, and I get more knowledge, I won't be where I started. I'll be at
Right.
somewhere that you're comfortable, I'm comfortable, and I'll be like your top tier tech. Like, oh, like, these new techs come in, they don't know what to do. Yo, Max, you remember that apartment that has rooms? I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, you remember? I'm like, yeah, yeah. He's like, I knew you were on it. All right, I'll show the, I'll show how to do it. So, like, the discipline stuff. You get me?
I got you, my boy. That's good, man. As long as you got that open communication with your team, 'cause at the end of the day, you guys are a team. Like today, look what happened to me yesterday, man. Okay? It was maybe like 12 o'clock, and not even 12, it was maybe like 10 to 11. you know, manager comes to me. It's just like, hey, no, I'm in favor. I'm looking in my head, I'm like, "Hey, listen, I have this question. I can't get this out. Oh, it's changing this valve here. She shows me the valve, and I'm like, that's not so hard, but okay. Where is it at? She's like, it's already here, you know, but I need this car done by today. I'm like, all right. Mind you, I finish at what time, Max? At 4 o'clock. Right? Okay. It's already 10:11. I'm working on something. And then you know what she tells me? She's like, 6 hours? Boom. That's it. And I'm like, okay. 2 hours I already have the car done.
Extra chunk for you after.
Right. 2 hours. Right? Already the car down and ready. I'm already doing the test. It's the same test he ran and failed. Right? Look how I operate. So I go. I see that the test failed, man. So this has to do with fuel. The fuel vapors in the tank needs to recirculate back to the engine. So the individual who first diagnosed it determined that in the back, on top of the fuel tank, which I had to drop down to the one that box that he requested to change, didn't fit. So that's when I'm like, oh fuck. Did I do something wrong? Did I put something wrong? I'm like, you know, I ran through everything. I thought about it twice, 3 times. And, you know, I did everything. Sure. Boom, what's going on here? So as I'm there, I'm thinking, I look, I'm like, oh shit, this might have still another leak, or it was wrongly diagnosed. That's what I'm sure that's what happened. Right, because look how this happened, right? So then I'm like, all right, let me go, you know, let me not start screaming and saying, hey, let me just double check to see where the problem is. So I go, I still have, what? I finished in 2 hours. By 2.5, I was already determining what to do. So think about it. I have well over 3 hours and a half to play with. So I'm like, all right. Let me go grab the smoke machine. I grab the smoke machine on my own freeway, and I go to the car, and I start smoking and checking. Before I'm even able to throw smoke, honestly, I'm already getting prepped in it, and I'm like, let me go check this valve that's very nice to fuck up. So I go take the valve. When I feel that you don't need smoke, the best method out of my experience is taking the valve, and you know how when you suck on a straw back? I don't know what I thought. What?
Look at you. Extra bones for you.
The initial problem is I have to re-diagnose it at the time that I was already promised. Because to diagnose that is especially the smoke. So within an hour, it should be more than enough time for you to test it. So, yeah, I'm working. I got 3.5 hours left. I'm finishing 2. Diagnosed it and turned over the valve and let it clear too. That's what it's supposed to. So instead of me going straight to the manager and saying, hey, I went straight to the technician. Listen, they gave me they said, hey, I'm just here to help out. I don't know what's going on, but they told me to change this can instead. Charcoal canister valve. I replaced it, and I'm doing the test, and it's fake. I don't know. I'm like, what was happening on your end? why did you decide to change? If you don't mind me asking, how did how did you determine it? He was like, oh, I went to a pinpoint test, and pinpoint test. I'm telling myself, in my head, I'm already like, no, I'm fucked up because if you go and you start pumping air, you're not even supposed to command any air. You're supposed to first do the first test, is the purge. You start from the purge valve and down. So I don't know what he did. I'm not sure what the fuck he was trying to do, but he missed past the first step. That's literally at your front door. If you don't catch that, then let's be honest, you didn't do what you had to do. You were cut out. You said, "Fuck it, let me change this." Whatever. Okay, this valve is no good. I'm just letting you know because usually that's when I worked on. I tested it. It's no good. So I'm gonna have to now get a part pad. And he was like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah, maybe it had another part pad, which is the valve you're saying." I'm like, "Yeah." I just say, "Yeah," like, "Yeah, yeah." It happens. That's all. And then he was like, "No, fuck it. Just I guess tell." I'm like, because Nina told me I had to get this car ready today, and if we don't have this part in stock here, we're not gonna get it done today. He's like, "Yeah, no, I know what you mean." He's like, "Go check." So I went. I got the part. They had it. Then the customer was almost, I guess, this lady. The way they were talking about him, they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to call this lady now and tell her that she has to call for 300 and something plus for Mo to put it in because the other had to put it in." And then I'm like, "Okay, no problem." I'm like, honestly, don't call nobody yet. Let me tell Nina what's going on, which is the manager, because she gave me this RO and she told me I need this done for today. So it was almost like an indirect, like, yeah. So let me just talk to her, see what's going on with this customer and get a feel of it. And I'll let you guys know. Okay, get it out. So I called her, but before calling her, I went to Harry, which is the guy. And I told him. Not even I told him, I showed him because my manager texted me. Like just out of the random asking me. It was already by 4 o'clock. I already have the car diagnosed, right? With my diag. Telling them, hey, this needs to get replaced. If not, the car's not getting out today. We're like, what do you want me to do? So then I show him the text of her asking me, oh, is it ready? And then I'm like, no bueno. That's it. And she's like, what happened? I text her. I was like, it keeps failing on me. It keeps failing the test. And then that's when I called her and I explained everything. And I was like, I kind of get in the feel like this individual is a sensitive topic. So, because you gave me this off. She's like, yeah, she is. And I'm like, okay, so this is why I'm telling you now, based on my diagnosis, because I went on and I finished early. So I went on and knowing that this car wasn't going to pass, only if we determined what's the problem. So I didn't waste no time. I got right to it. And this is the part that's no good. How much is the part? I'm like, 300. She's like, all right, just get it, yes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the guys the order to get it. She's like, do we have it in stock? Can this car get out today? I was like, I looked, I was like, yep, it says we have it in hand. I'm gonna get it right now, I'm gonna store it. She was like, thank you, Mom. I was like, no problem. Mind you, there's already 4 and some change, right? Like 4 and some change. I'm already running back and forth. So I get the part. I throw it in and it literally takes me like 15 minutes. But mind you, on top of all of this, I forgot to mention to you, I got one of the new guys, the guy who took over my mobile, asking me, yo Mo, how do you do this alignment in the alignment machine? And then I'm just like, and that's originally why it took me more than an hour. Cause I was gonna get done in an hour max, honestly. And that was me hauling ass. But the guy, the mobile guy, the new guy, they put him to do an alignment. And this kid is like, the first thing he does, he goes scans the car. He starts putting in. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm punching in the stuff manually. I'm like, no. Grab that barcode right there and go to the tent to the bin pad. Use the trigger, it'll scan it, and it'll put all the stuff for you. You don't have to put nothing.
Never get